This is a video tutorial for tutorial 5A, question 13. Question 13 tells us that the graph of y equals to x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus c has stationary points when x equals to -1 and where x equals to 3, and it passes through the point 1, 2. Knowing this, we have to find the values of a, b, and c. We also need to show that the stationary point where x equals to 3 is a minimum point. Few things to do here. First thing to do, find the values of a, b, and c. So we know y equals to x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus c. We also know that when x equals to 1, y equals to -2, because it passes through the point 1, -2. So therefore we get -2 is equal to 1 plus a plus b plus c, or in other words, a plus b plus c equals to -3. This will be our first equation. The second thing we need to do is find the derivative. We need to find the derivative because we're told that when x equals to -1 and when x equals to 3, we have stationary points. So dy by dx is equal to 3x squared plus 2ax plus b. So we know when x equals to -1 or x equals to 3, dy by dx equals to 0. Therefore, 0 is equal to, substituting in x equals to -1, 3 minus 2a plus b, or in other words, 2a minus b equals to 3. This is our second equation. And we also know that 0 equals to, substituting in x equals to 3 this time, 27 plus 6a plus b, or in other words, 6a plus 6b equals to -27. And this is our third equation. From this, we can key it into our graphing calculator, and we find, so from GC, we find that a equals to -3, b equals to -9, and that c equals to +9. Sorry, I've just noticed a mistake in my working. Careless error. That should have been b, not 6b, and the reason I noticed that is because I went and substituted back in to my equations 1, 2, and 3 to make sure that I had indeed to verify my answer, and I realized that 6a plus 6b wouldn't have given me -27. However, 6a plus b minus 18 minus 9 is indeed -27. So that's just a brief point. Please do check your answers. Please do check your working. Okay, so now that we've found the values of a, b, and c, we can conclude that y equals to x cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x plus 9. Right, now we need to show that the stationary point when x equals to 3 is a minimum point. So, what have we got? We've got our y value, x cubed minus 3x squared minus 9x plus 9. We know that dy by dx therefore is equal to 3x squared minus 6x minus 9 and equals to 0 when x equals to 3. We also know that from this we can substitute, we can find the second derivative, d2y dx squared. So we'll do a second derivative test to find out whether this turning point is a maximum or a minimum. And we find that this is going to be 6x minus 6. So d2y dx squared when x equals to 3 is equal to 6 times 3, which is 18, minus 6, which is 12, which is bigger than 0. Therefore, x equals to 3 is a maximum point. And that is it for question 13.